Welcome, everyone, to episode 18 of Backlighting for the week of November 12th. Always remember, we are part of the Never Ready channel, along with the Always Gaming podcast, whose new episodes drop every Tuesday. I am your host, George. This week, I am joined by Irving and Rob.
Folks.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Anyway, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Never Ready Podcast, spelled NVRDY Podcast. Once again, that is NVRDY Podcast. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, email us at neverreadystudios@gmail.com. Remember to leave us a rating and or feedback and subscribe, which would definitely help us out. And don't forget to share with your friends.
Episode 18.
Yes.
18.
Means we're legal.
Yeah, to drink and do stuff.
No, it's
No, we're not. That's
18.
18.
DTF.
Oh,
So for our European listeners who know that America sucks and we're not legal at 18 like you guys, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
We're only legal for, I don't know, more jail time?
Fucking Puritans. Man.
We're legal to go to jail longer at 18.
yes.
Fucking Puritans, man.
All right, let's get to what we've been watching, and from what I'm hearing from you guys, not a goddamn thing from you two.
Okay.
It's
well,
all about you.
Well, you know, I did watch the latest episode of Arrow.
Okay.
And there was this actually really dope scene. The fight scene actually kind of reminded me of the original Daredevil hallway scene. Eerily similar. And it was actually...
with the Punisher Daredevil?
Yeah, the Punisher Daredevil.
There's a hallway scene in every Daredevil, though.
Yeah. But like the original scene in Daredevil season 1.
Yes, the one that fucking captured your imagination.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
he not black doing that?
What?
The hallway scene is, I'm trying to go back to, like, that scene, so I don't remember which one.
Okay, we'll pull that out for you. But
And pause.
You're not pausing.
but that
Not pause.
that latest episode in Arrow just really
You can
reminded me
edit
of
that
that, and it was really intense, and I actually really enjoyed it. Maybe really
Is
brought
that the hallway scene?
Yep, this is the hallway scene, hallway fight,
OG hallway scene.
the OG that really kicked it off, and now it's just like a staple for every
Every
Netflix Marvel.
every Netflix Marvel show has to have a hallway scene. Actually,
hallway scene,
I don't think Punisher
Well,
has.
I
it.
like staples, like those type of staples. You get what I'm saying? Like the crossover in DC, that's a staple.
Yeah. Every show gets their little things, even though
Yeah.
it looks like Netflix and Marvel are not going to be working together for much longer.
That's
Because, the more rumors come out about their whole cancellation stuff, it's turning
what
out
else
to...
got canceled?
Well, no, they're just saying...
Just wait.
Oh
My God, this is such a good scene.
Man, they rehearsed that thing so much.
You have to, bro. Especially to do it like fucking one shot here.
What the hell just happened? Oh my God, I just want to watch the whole scene all over again.
This is so good. Oh.
It make me want to skip all the other Marvel shows that I haven't watched yet and just watch Daredevil. You know?
For real. In season 3, is there any mention to the Punisher?
No, not that I can recall. It's all just
No,
Kingpin and Bullseye.
I heard Daredevil's pretty self-contained.
Yeah.
Doesn't even mention any of the other heroes or shows. So.
Maybe the storyline just didn't have room for that.
No, I think they just wanted to bring it back to just by itself. Like, don't worry about everything else. Yeah, but I love that they actually show him getting tired. You know? It's not just superhero nonstop fighting, not gonna get tired.
No bad guy ever
if
lands a
he's
punch.
the only human. Like, everybody else has an ability.
So yeah, the latest episode of Arrow reminded me of this.
I think I read something that they had something like this coming up.
It was actually it was really awesome.
I'm gonna see if I can spoil myself.
I didn't keep up Arrow. Like, there's no repetition going on with Arrow. I feel like there is. So what's the past
No,
now? Like, where are they now in the past?
In the past? No, they're in the future now. They're no longer doing the past. Now they do like glimpse of the future.
Flash forwards now is what
Yeah.
I heard.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
It's just this season
different
now.
points too. No, they said it's from now on. That's gonna be their thing.
Glimpse of the future.
Yeah.
So the main storyline A. So storyline
Yeah,
A
yeah, yeah,
is
stop right
in
there.
present, and the storyline B is in future.
No. Maybe. He is in prison.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find it. It's
Yeah,
all-
but
it's this
anyway.
week's episode, so I'm not gonna. Find
It was him and Talia al Ghul.
She's here.
She's in that scene.
Wait, but I'm so behind.
It's all good.
Yeah,
But
I saw when she was introduced, but that was like the last time, one of the last things I saw on Arrow.
yeah, that's the
Well,
only thing.
no, she's back. I know she was. No, Talia.
Talia.
Yeah, when she was introduced, because the other one, yeah, I knew about
so we're
that.
not talking about the sister, right?
No, we're talking about Talia.
Yeah, we're talking
Yes,
about
she was. I saw the episode she was introduced in. And I think that's actually when I stopped with Arrow. That was the last
What
episode I saw.
what about the sister?
I don't know.
She's
Still hot. I don't know.
Yeah, back to the show.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I watch. I'm leading up to move day, so
Yeah.
time is limited.
I have so much stuff to catch up on. Like, I haven't even caught up on Flash. I'm in episode 4.
I haven't
Flash
watched it.
dropped yesterday, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
Well,
one
the
yet.
day before yesterday.
All right, I guess that leaves it to me. So I guess I'll start it off with my my weekly Titans episode, just because it's a weekly episode show. So
Yep.
first time the team got together this week. Finally, actually see some teamwork, some training.
So how does Starfire get from Russia to America?
Oh, she's been there, but like, well, they haven't explained how she got there. One of those what the fuck moments. Every show has those what the fuck moments, like where something
so she
happens.
just went from Russia to America like nothing.
No, she was there in episode 2, but she just never explained how she got there.
That's retarded. Well, that's not.
Well, you don't have to see the plane ride, Irving. It's okay. I swear, you're kind of looking for stuff to hate on Starfire because somebody's telling you some wrong information.
Not trying to hate on Starfire.
There you are.
All right. What about her powers? Like, are they like decent? Like, is it?
They look good when she does it. I think they went too. They don't say it's fire based, but the way they show it is as fire based. Like she's mentioned that it's energy based, not fire based. But it's a weird thing, and I guess she's solar powered in this thing. I'm not super familiar with Starfire, so I can't really tell you overall. Like,
How she works?
yeah, I know she's an alien, and I think they're still hinting at the alien thing that she just doesn't know how she got to Earth yet.
So what is she? Never mind. It sounds a lot like Kara.
No, she just has no clue. She just woke up in a car one day, and like that's
That's it.
that's the intent of her memory right now, the extent of her memory. Sorry. It's just that she woke up in a car. She doesn't know what she hears. She has a feeling that she's supposed to find Raven, because when she looked at all her paperwork, it just all leads to her finding Raven.
So they finally found her.
She found her, but she's like Raven's asked her. She's like, "So you've been looking for me. What are you looking for her for?" She's like, "I don't know. I was hoping you could tell me."
What the hell? That's so like predictable.
How's that predictable?
I feel like that was predictable.
It's not really. But anyway, we go. We see Robin, who's still the main one that's very out of character. Who's just kind of. He's supposed to be the happy-go-lucky Teen Titan, who kind of brings the team together, and their leader. He does have the leadership qualities there, but he's still the dark, brooding guy. He's like, you're not Batman, dude. You're Robin. You're not supposed to be dark and brooding. You're supposed to be the opposite. But
I know they showed Jason, right?
yes, at the very end of this episode, we see Jason Todd show up, and that makes Dick very confused because he thought he was Robin. And that's it. And then there's another Robin just popped up out of nowhere. He's like, wait a minute, who the hell are you? He's like, I'm Robin. He's like, no, I'm Robin. So he's like, what the fuck? But he hasn't been with Batman for like a year, so he has no clue about Batman already having another replacement for him already.
Damn.
You've been replaced, bro.
So that's what pretty much the next episode is all about.
So your prediction so far is that he's gonna turn into Nightwing from.
By the end of this season, I think he'll be Nightwing.
He's gonna drop the whole Robin thing.
Yeah, he's gonna become his own man. I think that's what the basis of the season for him is him learning to become his own man.
That's dope.
Yeah,
Word.
Raven is slowly becoming more of the Raven we actually know from the comics. In the beginning, she was just the overly emo teen, and now she's becoming more of the
Brooding,
like brooding,
serious.
trying to control
And
trying to concentrate, keep the control of the evil side of her. Like,
Do we see any signs of her father?
there's a lot of hints that he's the main bad guy because everybody's working for this mysterious figure. They're doing the mysterious figure thing that somebody's forcing these groups to chase her down, and they're like, we need her to. They did mention her dad, where they're like, we need her to release him, but they haven't mentioned like from where.
Well, because you do have the cult as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they had the cult. They had the nuclear family have been the main villains. They're very like obscure, like weird, like 1950s family. Like they talk all proper, like 1950s,
Oh.
but they're like really murderous fucking scumbags.
What are they called?
The nuclear family.
Never heard of them, but that's something I wish to.
Yeah, I'll do a quick look. Excuse me. I'm getting over a sickness here. No, I don't want a nuclear family. Jeez. Come on, no pictures? So I'm getting pictures of So yeah, that's basically like their style in the comics, but where the hell did I just get taken to this?
Rick rolled.
Yeah, it apparently was. I click on something and then fucking Rick rolled. There is an animated version of them.
Oh. Okay.
I don't think they're normally Titans villains. I think they're like villains of somebody else or something.
Like DC villains, where they're just like general.
Yeah, so they just kind of threw them in there. This is how they look like in the show. But yeah, they're supposed to look like just normal people who just...
They're kind of creepy.
Yeah, they're kind of creepy looking.
They're supposed to look like people who won't harm anybody, and then they fucking just psychos who want to fucking kill you.
No, they look.
But they're all like...
They look like creepy.
But they all talk like proper, like, Mother, is my dinner ready?
Have you seen my jumper?
Yeah. Without the British accent, I don't know. When I think proper, yeah, I throw a British accent in there. It's just my
That's what people assume somehow.
Yeah, it is. I don't know why. It's a thing. But yeah, it's fun. It was fun to see them actually work together for the first time. And they up to this point, they didn't know that Dick was Robin. So he comes out at one point, and he comes out in costume, and Beast Boy being Beast Boy, which I love. He's the one that's like 100% accurate to like his comic book counterpart. Is that he like just nerds out? He's like, "You're Robin? Does this mean I get to meet Batman?" It's just like he's like, "No."
No.
It's like, oh man. But yeah, I'm loving Beast Boy, even though I think you don't have him enough, and he needs to change to different animals other than a tiger.
That's all he changes to.
So far, it's all
money in
bad.
the budget for.
Pick an animal.
There probably
Remember,
is.
that's all we
Like,
got budget.
It's like, listen, we already got the template of it on here. That's all we
Whatever
get.
happened to the rhino? We only have enough for a tiger.
Listen, season 2, I promise.
The elephant, tiger.
You want another animal? You're gonna need a pay cut.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying Titans, but I'm a comic nerd, so I don't know. It might just be my comic bias towards that to enjoy it. But moving on
Moving on up.
to the east side. I'm gonna move up to. I went back and watched Castlevania season 1 because the other Jose is forever harassing to watch Castlevania.
Didn't you already? Did you watch it already?
I had watched it, but as like a background thing. I was always doing something.
Oh.
But this time I watched it and I'm like, I'm gonna sit here and pay attention
Oh,
because
yeah.
they only have like 20 minutes episodes, so it's like
Not bad.
2 hours I can knock out the fucking whole
Yep,
season
yep.
like a movie, which it basically works like a
Well,
like a film.
technically, it is a movie. I
Yeah,
think.
it works exactly like a film. Like the next episode continues right from where that episode left, so you could. It's like if a movie was just split up into 4 pieces. But
Gotcha.
I hate to agree with him, but this show is absolutely fantastic.
I feel like it's slow.
Yeah,
Just
I
the
have no
animated,
idea.
the animated, like it probably has a great story. I just don't know how I feel about the whole animation thing.
I think the animation's fine. It's I love the story. How Dracula's not just a freaking crazy maniac who just wants to kill people for blood. He actually tried to be the nice guy.
And it didn't work out.
No, he tried to be the nice guy. He got married to a human woman who made him actually had him changing his ways. Like she made him. She's like, you need to travel the world, understand how humans actually are, instead of just wanting to kill them all the time. So he does that, but when he comes back, in Spanish Inquisitions, as we know about those things that happened back in the day, not Inquisitions, it was
Sea lots, like super.
no, like these super religious dudes.
Yeah.
They take her and they claim that she's a witch because she's using scientific methods to heal people.
But she kind of technically is a little. Isn't
No,
she?
she's not. She was just a human who wanted to learn more about medicine, but knew that the medicines they had now wasn't working, so she wanted
Yeah,
more.
because
so-
he has like a whole bunch of books.
Yeah, so he actually allowed her to study there and everything. That's how they fell in love, whatever.
Study.
Yeah, I'm sure he was
Trick
studying.
in the scroll.
But they end up burning her at the stake, and he kind of gives them a year.
Tragic.
He gives them a year because he's so pissed off. He's like, you have 1 year to leave this place, or I will come back and kill all of you.
And true to his word, he
Yep.
comes back.
A year later,
And
nobody
kills-
left. He slaughters the fucking lot of them.
All of them.
It's a fucking violent. It's a violent animation. This is not for kids in any fucking way.
And they get surprised when he did it.
You know,
Like, that's what amazes me. Is like, what? How
Yeah.
could you? Well, he did say
it
it.
was like, he kind of told you. What?
I warn you, motherfucker.
He gave you a year. He gave you a fucking year. Leave. You know, so he told you leave.
It's easy.
But I like that because they give him that purpose where he's gone nuts now. He's like, you've killed my fucking wife. The one person who had me believing in you people, and you killed her. So fuck all of you. You're all dead now. It's
They
These
have,
people gonna die?
pretty much that's.
spoiler alert, they have a son.
Well, if anybody who's played the games know that already.
Not a clue.
Yes, his son Alucard,
Yes.
which is Dracula backwards. But he shows up at the end of the season. Yeah, spoilers. Sorry, people. I kind of just went into it.
It's been out for a while.
Yeah, it's been out for like a year. I have started watching season 2. So far, it's just as good. I just haven't time to sit down and watch it. And I don't want to pull the same mistake I did with season 1, where I just kind of watch it in the background. So I'm gonna try to fit that in this weekend. I also did watch more of House on Haunting Hill, but I'm not gonna get into that till I actually finish it at this point.
Okay.
What episode are you in?
My next episode is 5.
Okay.
So I've watched
isn't that
3.
episode like that?
I think it's 6
Yeah,
or
it's-
7.
No, it's 6.
Yeah, 6 is.
Where everything goes just.
Well, I heard the whole entire thing is shot in one take. Like it has that point of view, the one take shot.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god! It's. I'm gonna go back and watch that episode now. Jesus.
Just made it even better.
But yeah, Castlevania, definitely give it an 8 out of 10. I have fun with the show. Moving on.
Likes.
I also watched The Incredibles 2 for the first time, finally.
I still haven't watched it.
What is wrong with you, Irvin? I'm going to start throwing shit at you.
Jesus, I have so many things I don't watch.
Every time Irvin says he hasn't watched it, I'm just going to throw something every single time. I haven't watched. That's all you're going to hear the rest of the show.
True.
Fantastic movie. If you love the first one, you're going to love this one. I actually think I kind of like this one a little more. But maybe it's just the time gap in between
Didn't it
them.
make like as much as the first one, or like
No, it made more.
it made more?
Yeah, it made more than mine.
Oh yeah.
So they're making a 3.
No. Because it took him, I don't think. It's
say
open.
that.
It's open, but he didn't really want to do this one, and they
Well, we just
kind
have
of
to wait
forced his
10 more
hand.
years.
Yeah, just wait until that money dick comes around.
I mean, but they asked him even when like they had the high grossing.
Huh?
Listen, Dave Chappelle turned it down. He can too.
Yeah, but Dave Chappelle is a very strong man.
Mm-hmm.
Not,
No, they asked Brad Bird. So I was like, so you have ideas for the third one? He's like, no, it took me long enough to get an idea for the second one.
we'll see.
Which wasn't that big of a deal because it literally just picked up where it ended. Like,
Yeah.
I know he really didn't want to do a second one. He wanted it to be like his one,
like a one-time thing.
yeah, one time thing. He's like, I did my
Movies
comic
like
book
that are
movie.
legendary.
Yeah. He's like, I managed to get a story together for part 2 because everybody's like, you need to make it 2. You need to make it 2. He was asked about 3. He's like, no. He's like, I have no interest in the third. And I think he's kind of like the rights owner for Incredibles, so I don't think they can really do it without him.
We'll see.
But yeah, Incredibles 2 is
Time will
fantastic.
tell.
I love what they did with Elastigirl and switching the dynamics between them.
It was very forward.
Yeah.
Very progressive.
And this one's a little more based on family. Not as much as I thought it would be, but it should have been more of them. I was hoping they would have had more teamwork stuff, but there's enough of it
for
in there.
feminism. I have no arms.
It's cold in here, damn it.
But yeah,
What do you think of Jack Jack?
Yeah, Jack Jack is fucking
Didn't he
hilarious.
make the movie? I heard he made
Yeah,
the movie.
he's hilarious and everything.
He's pretty cool.
The fight with the raccoon.
And what's that? Myrna, the girl the woman who makes the
clothes.
costumes?
The woman voiced by the director.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Brad Bird that does her voice.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
Nah.
yeah,
And the mode.
End the mode. Yes, there we go. Come, darling.
That is so funny. I didn't know that.
And they have the short, just like in the first one, how they had Jack Jack attacks, where like you see what happened during the babysitting. They have the same thing when she watches Jack Jack for the night in the Blu-ray version,
Yeah.
where they show like what happened when she's trying to figure out what his powers are. So she's just her constantly being shocked, like over and over when she thinks she figured it out already. So like, oh, this is what? There's fun things there. It's a fantastic film. Once
Yeah.
again, there's not much I can say about it without.
It was one of my
spoilers.
top movies of the year.
Which, hey, surprisingly, the year is already coming to a fucking end. So we're
Oh,
gonna be doing
Jesus.
those fucking top films and everything.
But you just wait. Fantastic Beasts coming out this weekend. That's an inside joke.
yeah.
Already getting bad reviews. But well, I digress.
Yeah, I know. Who cares? I don't go by reviews. I wait to actually see it in my eyes.
Yep. HP
But-
for life, yo.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched the first Fantastic Beasts, and I own it. But, hey, they still got my money, so fuck them. It's okay. Incredibles 2 is I think I'm gonna stay in 8.5
Yep.
and 10. Just
Wow.
could have been a little better, but it's
Could've been a
still,
little better, but it's
still
still
a
pretty
fantastic.
solid.
Yeah, it's still
It's a kids movie. Come on.
Disney. I don't know. I feel like Pixar doesn't make like full on kids films. Like they make them for families more
Yeah.
because they have the adult sense of humors and
They definitely have that inception in it.
yeah. We going deeper. We're gonna go. Now you see the level, but now we're gonna go to the deeper level, and we're gonna get to the parents. They can,
There always a lesson at the end of every movie. What was the lesson behind this one?
I mean, it's not as blatant as G.I. Joe used to be back in the day. But that's my whole thing when I was a kid. G.I. Joe always had a lesson at the end. No,
Kinda
it's
like
half the
Captain
battle.
Like at the end of every episode?
Yes, every show would have something like if someone's drowning, you save them by doing this, or if you fall off the field, you have to kick it. It's like
So like Captain Planet.
yeah,
Yes.
that was
Captain Planet
all
was-
cartoons in the late '80s and
Live action
'90s.
Captain Planet.
God, man.
I don't know.
This is
Because
how
that'll
you can
be creepy.
recycle.
I had a live action Captain Planet. Rob knows. I got film.
Oh hell yeah. I just had to throw away that costume.
Why would you throw that away? That
Because
was,
I'm not gonna wear it.
listen, that was film memory. All right, that was gonna go.
I know, but I haven't worn
You
it
know,
since. That's the
like-
point.
that was gonna
And
go to
I'm moving
Hollywood.
It's like 6 years ago, 10 pounds away.
We
man,
could
like-
we could have
Oh,
put
no, no, no.
we could have put it on eBay, sold it for millions of dollars. You know, worn in the actual theatrical premiere of
That never happened.
that Rob claims never happened.
Yeah. That
So
never
Rob,
actually happened.
you said you want to act again. Irving got a proposition for you.
I never said I wanted to act.
You want to act again. Right? Anyway.
On to the next one.
On to the next one. John Leguizamo's Latin History for Morons.
So good.
It was funny until I fell asleep.
Very educating.
I don't know how you do that, dude. So
Because
good.
like things that like, to be honest, things that make me laugh, like open comedy like that, is funny stuff like Kevin Hart or like the Laugh Factory, when people are just like, like not making fun of themselves, but like that crew like bullying, I guess, comedy. That's funny to me, I guess.
You should check out Brad Williams. He's fucking hilarious.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he on Netflix?
No, he's not on Netflix, but you can find him on YouTube.
Gotcha.
He's a little guy. He's funny.
Really?
Anyway, back to
George.
Back to-
Latin History for Morons. After watching this, Rob's lucky I let him in the house.
Gotta hate on Whitey. Okay.
Oh, it ain't stopping with this one.
No offense, but you guys did some pretty fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Well, not you.
I got no excuse for my ancestor. Sorry. It wasn't me that gave you syphilis. Sorry.
Are you sure?
I didn't see like
I haven't
all
got to
of
my
it,
doctor yet. So,
but I did get to like the Spanish like Inquisition when he got there. And,
don't mind me, I got a cramp.
Huh?
I said, don't mind me, I got a cramp.
You want me to massage for you?
He did get into the Spanish Inquisition, and what was it like the son
Oh,
when
yeah.
he goes to present to the class?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and this, I love how he just makes fun of his own family all the time. That's everything. That's every one-man show he's done is always making fun of his family.
So is his wife Puerto Rican too?
No, his wife is Jewish,
Jewish,
I believe,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Jewish.
I think he calls his kids like Jew-ricans.
Jew-ricans.
Yeah.
Jew-ricans?
Yeah. He's like, man, my little Jew-ricans.
Oh yeah,
They-
because
they
it's
can
still
dance
Jew,
and
like
balance their
because
checkbooks.
it Judaism's passed through the mom, right?
I don't know how that works.
So as
Rob,
long as the mom is Jewish.
Yeah.
Explain
yeah,
this,
I'm
Rob.
pretty sure it's the mom.
because they say you're in the Jewish strain these days.
Is your wife
I'm
Jewish?
just eating the food. Yeah. I'm just eating the food.
He's just eating the food.
It's all good. No. Lockies? You know what Lockies are, bro?
No idea, bro.
Bro.
Right.
You,
Bro-
you
Not
get
that
on
was on.
you need to get on the Locky train.
But back
And then-
back
and
to the
then-
show.
And then there's only two ways. There's applesauce, or there is the other shit. And you don't put the other shit. It's always
So
applesauce.
does that mean you're gonna like break the glass in your way? Are you gonna?
We actually discussed that. I don't know. The grown up in me says no, but the kid in me says fuck yes.
Jump the broom. Wait, is jump the broom Jewish?
No.
Anyway,
Anyway, back to the show. So this was very educating,
Very
and,
educational.
and funny.
it made me hate white people, hate myself.
Rob just looked in the mirror and said, "Why wouldn't you do
So
this?"
what happened between what 3,500 BC and
We all got slaughtered. That's what we have. Basic of it, we all got slaughtered.
And you got fucked in some major land deals.
bro?
Yeah.
73, 3 million from 97. Jesus Christ,
Got fucked.
dude.
Yes,
It's-
our,
You-
I'm
guys
sorry. I
have
was
the
just
gang
going
up
through
with it?
like some history, and
I
like
know, it's like just
it was
being
insane.
every form of Hispanic male, like true Hispanic, like we all have mostly ties to Native Americans. So you put all that together, and you just go way back, bro. Because we've been everywhere, and we have
Everywhere.
and we've had all our land stolen.
A lot.
Yeah.
Like a whole island.
Yeah. Islands.
Whole islands.
Plural.
Well, your guys are made to share yours, so
No, yeah.
he's like, no, yeah.
We kind of didn't want to keep going and just take the whole thing. So he's like, you know what, just stop here. You guys could keep that side, we'll keep this side.
Word.
But anyways,
But yeah, it's fan. I definitely recommend watching it.
Yeah.
Irving, I recommend you stay awake and watch the entire thing and actually pay
when I'm
attention.
not like dying of sleep.
Yeah, watch when you're awake. Because Because I've done that where I watch certain things where I'm like, oh, I want to watch this.
God.
I can't do it sometimes.
Watch that and then watch Brad Williams. You'll be good, bro.
It, I give this one a solid 7.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a fun show. Fun show. And
It's a
finally,
wonderful
my last, it was a movie, but it's a one-man show. Fun one-man show. Last one I watched was Black Klansman.
Once again, I just, get impressed or surprised to when a movie that came out like not that long ago is already in DVD and Blu-ray.
They're out like 2 to 3 months after
Jeez, bro.
after release. They're
Oh my
already.
God, I remember waiting a whole year.
I know.
Oh my God.
So, I can't wait till next year to buy this on, on VHS.
My God, you kids will never know.
Yeah,
Never know.
the struggle was real.
The struggle was real.
Wait a whole year for a movie?
Yeah.
Fuck, what was it?
Took 'em out on
What was that
VHS.
movie store in the mall? I know you gotta remember this shit, bro.
The movie store in the mall.
It was like it's. Oh, fuck.
FYE?
No, it was before that.
For that.
It's, I remember I used to go there all the time. This is still back with VHS days. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here thinking about. Anyway, Black Klansman. It's a Spike Lee joint.
What did you think? What did you think?
This movie was fucking fantastic, all the way from acting, pacing. Oh,
There
yeah.
was some criticism to this movie.
There's always criticism. Like,
Always the Spike Lee's movies.
yeah, he's always gonna have. Oh, he went too pro one side. There is stuff he changed because I did read the book of this story beforehand.
Yeah.
So like Rob with Queen last week, he knew some extra stuff and I knew some extra shit. So I could see in the movie where I'm like, that's not how it happened.
Nope.
That's not how it happened.
It's not happening.
But I don't overly criticize it like some critics do, where they go over and they're like, it didn't happen this way, so I got to deduct points from it. I was like, well, it's a movie. It's supposed to be entertaining, so I can see why they switched it up.
Oh my God, I was listening to the radio once, and people actually do that. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
You
they'll
get-
bitch about it. That's not how it really happened. The movie's terrible because it's like
It's called
a
artistic
film.
liberties,
I
man.
know. I know. They're trying to entertain you.
yeah,
You know,
you can't
it's
put
like,
something for an hour up in your face and not.
it's like if we did everything about someone's life story beat for beat, one, we'll be in a theater for like
24 hours.
yeah, 24 hours watching this whole thing, and it's like two is like it'll probably be boring, to be honest.
You don't want to know about everybody's life.
Exactly. You don't want to know every detail. You only want to know the stuff you know.
Yeah.
And go, just go with it. But I like the parallels he did with this because the one thing that was true was the conversations that
Happened between Duke.
between Duke and why am I fucking blanking on his name right now?
The black guy.
Okay, I'm not going that far, but this fucking guy.
This fuck.
I know it's fucking John David Washington's character, Denzel's son, by the way. Father and son both working with Spike Lee. Let's
Wait,
see.
what? That's the father and son?
Well, there's his son, John David Washington. That's Denzel's son, who's the star of this film.
Denzel Washington?
Yeah, Denzel Washington's son.
That's him?
Yes. Trust me, there are points in this movie where he talks and he sounds like his fucking dad.
Is his dad in this movie?
No,
Okay.
but he has worked with Spike Lee in multiple, like
Yes.
four films, I believe they've done together.
That's crazy.
I will not bury my son.
Ron Stallworth. There we go. I don't know why I was fucking blanking on it. Yes, but fuck. Why am I coughing now? Shit. Ron Stallworth, when he has his conversations with Duke on the phone, these are legit transcripts from like fucking their actual conversations, and I don't want to get too political on this show, but let's just say a lot of terms that he uses, a certain president has used these terms repeatedly.
Oh shit.
Like "Make America Great Again" was used by Ku Klux Klan.
Isn't that
I
where
knew
he got
that.
the slogan?
Yeah, it probably is when he got the fucking slogan from. But he says it on the phone to me. He's like, "We're just trying to make America great again."
When do they mean? Never mind. Let's just not get into that.
I was gonna say, you want to know what they mean? It's pretty obvious.
All right.
But and he does this thing where he parallels it with the Virginia, was it Virginia or was it Pennsylvania? That incident that happened where the guy ran over, the Ku Klux Klan was like doing a march and.
I know that's where it ends, right?
Yes, that ends. They show you that.
Charlotte, North
Yes,
Carolina.
Charlottesville. Yes, that's what I fucking was trying to think.
Charlotte. What was it?
Charlottesville.
North Carolina.
I'll give you in a second. Trying not to eat this. Virginia, Charlottesville, Virginia. There you go.
There you go.
But that protest, like the film ends with like the real footage of this whole incident, and it's kind of depressing when you see it because you're like, you just realize that this country's kind of gone nowhere since that. We're still the same fight going on. I mean, granted, the numbers are a little closer together to, you know, which side, where people side on, than they were back then, where it was probably fucking majority. If you're a minority, you're getting taken out if they wanted you.
Yep. Goddamn liberals.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a fantastic film. It
Just
gets
kidding.
very political. If you're a political person, you're probably gonna get pissed off by the end of this film.
I'm a very political person.
Yeah, so you'll probably be pissed off by the end of this fucking film. Not in a pissed off way like the movie was bad, but like pissed off at what it shows you how this country has not evolved, and in some cases we've actually devolved.
Well, it's crazy because I don't want to. I'm currently reading. Like I said, I'm reading. I read The Handmaid's Tale,
Yeah.
Ooh.
and I'm currently doing an essay about The Handmaid's Tale, and it's insane how a lot of the things that she wrote that book in 1986.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm writing an essay about how that book relates to now. You get what I mean? And it's like it's insane. Anyways,
Don't worry, I'm dying over here. So
enough of that. Well, but I mean, it's crazy. Like how a lot of things that happen in The Handmaid's Tale, you can relate to now.
there's a lot of stuff that we think are like,
Dystopian society.
yeah, that, like
It's creepy.
like before. Once again, not to get political, before our current president, or actually, you could say before our last two presidents, people would have told you it was like, oh, there's not much racism left in America.
Both.
But then we got a black president,
And that
and
was
then
lately, that was
then that's when the racist door was opening. Then the next president came down and he was like, "Oh, you guys, fucking open the
Hello.
floodgates." So it just shows you that we are, as a country, are not in a good place, and the fact that people still argue this pisses me off a lot.
I don't think we ever were.
And the fact that Rob's still here and not getting beat down at the moment is shocking.
It's
Let
progression.
my people
It's progress.
go.
Yeah, no. Rob's just got, his hood on, just trying to blend in with the couch as much as possible. It's like, I ain't here. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, the sad part is I'm actually pretty tan, so I can camouflage myself.
You're a goddamn liar, but it's okay.
Listen, I am tanner than Jose.
Okay, this is true. This is true. You are. I cannot deny that.
Sorry, Jose, if you're listening.
Not to sound racist, which Jose does listen to this because, by the way, I think he was kind of having a whole laugh at you last week with the whole Roxanne thing.
Oh, you heard it?
Yeah, he was telling me, he's like, so, yeah, that new show, Roxanne, bro. I'm like, fucking ever. You listen to the show? He's like, yeah. He was like, I was fucking dying. For those who don't know, go listen to last week's show.
Still Roxanne to me.
Yeah, Black Klansman, 9 out of 10.
Wow.
It's a
Wow.
fantastic film.
Awesome.
Fantastic film.
Wow.
I'll check that one out.
Yeah. So let's bring us, because there wasn't much news this week, so like I was telling Rob,
Boring.
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 there wasn't much news, so I went a little heavier on the trailers, which are only 3, but...
Ooh, trailers.
So let's get into it with,
Let's get into it. What are we doing?
we're going to start off with
Oh,
Detective Pikachu, the first one.
Oh my
which-
god,
That's
this looks
bullshit.
amazing.
To Rhyme City. A celebration of the harmony between humans.
This movie's real, people. It's not a troll movie. It's not a troll. You know,
I would
it's,
snap
le-
everyone's
legit-
neck if I could get a.
It is.
fucking
Legit,
Charmander.
Pedro came in here and thought it was a fake thing. Because some guy at work was trying to show him. He's like, now I feel bad because I kept telling him, like, nah, I don't want to see that fake shit. I don't want to see it. We're like,
Really?
we're like, no, it's a real film. He's like, I feel bad now. I got to go apologize to that dude.
it's like
Literally stab you in the neck for a fucking Charmander.
a real Charmander.
A real Charmander. I would stab you in the neck.
Yo.
I want a fucking Charmander.
Yeah, this is the dude from Jurassic World. Is the last I saw him.
I know you can't understand me.
It's Ryan Reynolds, for people who don't know, playing Pikachu. Detective Pikachu.
You.
And this is based on a game. This is why we actually did this trailer breakdown on Monday's show.
Oh my God, you can understand me.
And it's
So lonely.
like, this is based on a game that came out this year.
Which one?
Detective Pikachu. The game came out. He sounds like Danny DeVito in the game, though, so I don't get how we got Ryan Reynolds, but
He can talk in the game.
yeah, that's what this is coming from, is from that game. But the thing is, I guess that game takes like an alternate universe. This one is just this one guy can hear him, nobody else can hear him.
Look at the Bulbasaurs. Oh my God.
There's magic that brought us together, and that magic is called.
Kinda.
Man.
Listen up. We got ways to make you talk. Or mime.
Mr.
I
Mime.
want to know. Pipe. Yes. Okay. I can. Shoving. Pushing. My problem is that I push people away and then hate them for leaving.
He's saying you can shove it.
What? I can shove it? Okay, that's it. No, we're switching roles. I'm bad cop. You're good cop.
No, we're not cops.
In my head, I saw that differently.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
I am so psyched for this movie now.
Dragonair, bro. I want to see. Yo, how they have a legendary Pokemon in there?
I
Like Kyogre or like, you know,
I don't know how many
I'm
Pokemon
OG.
they're gonna film.
like Lugia, Mewtwo, Mew.
Listen,
Yeah.
I've
Ho.
never seen Jose nerd out as he did to this fucking trailer on Monday. I think we spent 20 minutes going over this trailer where he was breaking down like every Pokemon, every scene. It's like, all right, you literally went super in depth on Pokemon on me. Like you just,
I'm
and-
obsessed with Pokemon, but not literally.
he's obsessed with Pokemon, but he's not.
I am obsessed with Pokemon. I'm just not at the Jose level.
Yeah.
Oh no, he fucking.
Like if you want to go like the first 150, I'll go with you. But beyond that, I can't.
I'm
go
done.
with you.
That's it. That's what it
Sorry.
is.
Listen, I know who
That's all I got.
Pikachu is. All right, that's my extent. So
Lost track, and now there's like 1,000. I don't know.
also being today, the new Dumbo trailer dropped today.
Oh, can you put it? Well, yes, of course. That's what you're doing.
Not the teaser, the actual trailer.
Yes.
The
actual
actual trailer.
And I'm also excited for this too. There's a lot of good names in this.
It's a lot of great actors in this one. It's
When does it drop?
like
Next
March
year?
March
Yeah.
of next year.
Wow.
But it's, I don't know. There's something about it. Like maybe it's just that Tim Burton feel. I'm
I was
not
gonna
feeling.
say
For,
Burton, yeah.
I'm not feeling for a Disney family film like this.
Yeah.
Welcome, baby Dumbo.
Because you got DeVito, you got Colin Farrell,
No matter how small.
Michael Keaton's in it. So many good names.
Ava Green's in this.
And she's amazing.
Only when she's.
Hot.
You said it. I was thinking it.
From the imagination of Tim Burton. His imagination's not what it used to be.
Something very rare. You have wonder. You have mystique. You have magic. Come with me. Together, we can soar on an elephant's wings.
What's happening? Where are they taking her?
Take Dumbo back inside.
But she's his mom. Do something. She needs us. Look at me. We're gonna bring your mama home.
He doesn't look like magic to me.
Rob, you might need to do one of these.
Your children need you to believe it.
Oh, okay.
Is that going in the actual animated film?
No, they changed some stuff because they didn't want to do what the past couple live action Disney films have, where they make all the animals talk and stuff. Tim Burton wanted to go for more like they're actually
Natural feel to
Yeah,
it.
like they're actually
But Tim
animals.
Burton's never natural about
I know.
anything.
Which is odd, the fact that he's going through that choice of no, the animals don't talk,
Hey,
the people
so,
do.
Did anyone notice that there was a couple scenes where Colin Farrell has 2 arms, and then there's scenes where he only has 1.5 arms?
I think that's just the effects.
Past,
I
or
think
like-
that's just the effects aren't done yet.
Well, then I got a short trailer with him not that the effects not.
No,
being done.
it's happened before in films.
There's a couple scenes where he doesn't. I think there's like an accident that happens where he loses his fucking
probably they probably have that too. Could be that.
At some point, right? Maybe like he loses it.
And our final
Dumbo
trailer,
fucking squeezes his arm right off.
our final trailer is gonna be the Fighting with My Family trailer.
Oh my god, this is my favorite. I love this.
This is based on the real female wrestler Paige, who actually recently had to retire due to neck injuries. She's only like 25. She had to
That's
retire.
it?
She started wrestling at 15. She's been a professional wrestler, and she started in England with her family. She joined WWE at 18. She was brought up.
I know her, so it's been like she's only 25. What?
I think she's about. I think that's her age. Let me see.
Hey,
Other than the infamous leak that happened this past year, too. 26.
Okay.
Born 1992.
Damn. All right, cool.
how tall is she?
She's
5'8".
5'8".
All right, so she's pretty tall.
Yes.
For a girl,
I'm 5'7", bro.
I'm 5'10".
I just put a
Oh,
picture of the
she's
actual
actually,
person.
You know, kind of.
Hey,
Well, actually, this is the perfect picture. That's the real one. This is her film counterpart.
not bad.
So how did they make a film about her?
All right,
The
you
Rock-
can
yeah.
see this trailer.
The Rock is the one behind this. He loved her story, basically.
So he's like, yo, let's just make a film about
Hey,
you.
when he joined with WWE, he's like, hey, I think it would make a great film or story because her family's pretty like nuts.
Really?
They're all
Yeah,
wrestlers. Everybody in her family is wrestlers.
Check out this trailer.
Full screen?
I'm watching that. Can you not right? No, it's off.
Zach, what the bloody hell do you think you're doing? You really want to choke her out in a lot of fingers? Yeah. Now pull it tight. Oh, yeah, now she's in trouble.
Wait, I know you. You're from that weird family, aren't you?
We're not weird.
We don't like wrestling.
How do you know if you've never been?
I've never had rectal bleeding before, but I'm pretty sure I'm not a fan of that.
How about I shove her head up your ass and then we can find out? Hello?
My name is Hutch Morgan. I'm calling from WWE. We'd like both of you to come try out for us.
It's all fake.
We have a Vince Vaughn sighting.
Sorry about that.
The Rock! We're huge fans.
Thank you so much.
What advice would you give us? We want to be the next you.
What are your names again?
My name.
It doesn't matter what your names are. You walk around here interrupting the Rock, you like you haven't seen the sun in 20 years. You like you just stepped out of Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I have some more advice, sir? You want some advice? Here's the Rock's advice. Shut your mouth.
Thanks, Dwayne.
Got it. Good morning, wrestling nerds. Well, this is where we see whether or not you get to go on to WWE.
This is our shot, Dad.
Hello.
Why do you want to wrestle?
I'm the toughest bastard in any room. Probably shouldn't swear, not when there's ladies present. Sorry, miss. Sorry about that.
If I call your name, that means you'll be coming with me to Florida. Paige. Thank you all very much.
You have to take my brother. No one deserves this more than Zach.
I wish you the best, son. But this is the end of the line for you.
Do you know what it's like to want one thing in life, and then your own sister takes it away from you?
It was my dream, too.
I have no idea who I'm supposed to be out there.
You're not
So
just
does her
doing
brother
this for
become
you.
a thing or not?
You're doing it for the family.
Paige, I myself have come from a wrestling family too. I know exactly what it means to you. But don't worry about being the next me. Be the first you.
What?
It's Dwayne Johnson. How are you?
Prove it.
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
Yeah, and I'm Vin Diesel, mate.
Starring Nick Frost, also. For those who don't know him, he's been in all the. He's been in films with Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
But does
Edgar
his
Wright.
brother actually become a wrestler?
What?
Does the brother actually become a
Well,
wrestler?
they're wrestlers, but just he never makes it to WWE. He's an independent wrestler. Like he wrestles in England.
Oh, really?
But yeah, he's not a WWE wrestler, I believe.
But she is.
She was. Now she's just a general manager due to neck injury. She had to retire. Like she can't take a hit in the neck, or she could be paralyzed again.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, damn.
Because she had a major surgery done, and she tried to come back, and she had a stinger, which is just when you lose feeling for a minute in the ring. And the doctor pretty much told her, he's like, if you go out there again, there's a chance you may never walk.
Jesus Christ.
That's so,
like
so at 26 years old, she can't.
I mean, but
do
she
what
already accomplished well. Like
she did. She became champion on her first night. Brought up, because there's NXT, which is their developmental, which is kind of its own thing now, but it's what they.
NXT wasn't around when I was watching wrestling. So.
No, but like when she came up, she was one of the first like real group of women coming up from NXT, where it's like they give you time to develop there. Like you're on TV with the WWE Network, so people actually get to watch you and get to know you. Then they bring you onto the main shows. And her first night on Raw, she won the championship. Very first night. Coming up to the main show. With the reason they're trying to say this is important, because they were known all as divas before she came up. Then after, she had a huge step in helping them go back to women wrestling, instead of being known as like just the glamour models and stuff that wrestled. Just like, no, we actually can wrestle better than most of these guys can.
So they're not called divas anymore.
No, they're called women's superstars now, or female super. Actually, just called.
Because I know they were called divas at some point.
Yes, for years they've been called divas.
Okay.
They're no longer divas. They're just superstars, just like the regular guys.
Show us the puppies.
No, we have no more puppies. Okay, there
For
might
you
be some puppies.
90s wrestling
what's her name?
fans.
Her name is Paige, or Sarah J. Bivis is her actual name.
I got nothing, bro.
This picture is something that shouldn't be up here, but
Oh, hello.
that's
I don't know.
leaks. If you you can see more of her if you look up leaks. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh, know what I'm doing tonight. Heyo.
So yes, that's our trailers for this week. I'm interested in all three of these films, to be completely honest. Pikachu has piqued my curiosity.
Yeah, definitely.
Dumbo's a Disney film, so not gonna lie, I'll give most Disney films a chance these days.
George, you have to get into more independent films, man.
No, I watch it. I watch independent films too a lot.
There
Actually,
should be a lot more trailers of indies.
We watched one, but it was so confusing to us that we were just like it's everybody knows. I believe we watched at home. We watched it upstairs, and we were just like,
No.
Rob's exact response. Everybody knows, except for me. What the fuck is going on in this film?
We definitely agreed.
Yeah, because I told him.
What was this?
It stars Javier Bardem and his wife. Why can't I remember it? Penelope Cruz.
Yeah, Penelope Cruz.
Oh, wait, I think I know which one.
Yeah. It's
Mary? No, Roma.
no. It's called Everybody Knows.
Oh, everybody knows.
Yeah. I haven't watched the Roma trailer yet myself, but I am.
Well, let's watch the Roma trailer.
All right, damn. I don't want to make this a full trailer show.
No, but come on, we have to watch the Roma.
I know, but it's kind of dead air watching so many trailers that I kind of want to try to limit them to 3 at the most.
All right,
We'll watch it for next episode.
We'll watch it just because we're already talking about it here. But
Oh, it's completely black and white?
yes, the entire film's black and white.
Nah, I want to make a black and white film. Mind you, people, we have never seen the Roma trailer.
Yeah, this is initial reactions. This is already people are saying is one of the front runners.
What is it, 16 millimeters? 16? No. It's
no,
not 16.
This is already one of the front runners to Academy Award winner.
Already?
If the Academy actually nominates it, because it is a Netflix film.
noches.
Yeah, Academy needs to get over their bias of, oh, it's on Netflix. No, it's not a real film.
People.
So they're
No,
they're
it's-
releasing it in theaters for like a month.
Institution, bro. I love his films because they're just so like
And he takes so
they're so artistic.
he takes so long to make films too that they
He
kind of
hasn't made one
event.
since
They're like,
Gravity, right?
I've seen Gravity. I love
No,
Gravity.
he hasn't made one since
No,
Gravity.
he co-wrote one with his son. His son's directorial debut. He co-wrote. I love when he does long takes, though. I've never seen a director do a long take better than Alfonso Cuarón. Another film that I have no clue what's actually going on here. But we'll watch.
He's one of the few. Well, isn't he one of those like that gets his money? Like, I want to make this film. It's like, how much do you need?
Kind of like he's pretty much like a straight independent director. He doesn't work too much with like major studios. I mean, he did the third Harry Potter film, which everybody considers it to be like the best one because he was the first one to take them out of their school uniforms and everything. He's like, what?
Wasn't it Prisoner of Azkaban?
Yes, it was, I believe.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's
I
one
think
of
it
the
was.
best ones.
Yeah, they said it was it's probably the best of the Harry Potter films, basically. Rob has his disagreement. Which one do you say?
Order of the Phoenix?
No, that's the turn of the downfall. Unfortunately, when you take them out of the robes, man.
Nah.
I like the authentic, true to
The
the
first
books, first and second.
I think those are like the worst two of the entire thing.
No, because they're true to the goddamn books.
Well, that's not. Well, that's
But-
not
but-
what
but they're-
we're
the
talking
kid-
about
the-
film. You know,
I know.
aesthetic.
It's like, see, you're doing the thing about the not the true.
You're being a fanboy right now, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, HP for life, yo.
You're being a fanboy right now.
Yeah,
DR's my homeboy.
I was. I wasn't a fan. Like, I don't hate the first two films. I think they're perfectly watchable.
I think they're good. They're just not.
You should see DR rapping Blackalicious. It's the best thing you'll ever see.
What the fuck are you talking about, Rob?
YouTube that right now.
No, not YouTube.
No.
Right now. We have a show to do. Goddammit.
Yes.
Going on to the news. Okay.
After the show.
Our first. Our first fucking news. It's a rumor that Carl Weathers is joining the Mandalorian.
Woo!
Who's Carl Weathers?
Carl Weathers.
What the?
Rob, don't, no, Rob, down, Rob, down.
Who's Carl Weathers?
Carl Weathers, Apollo Creed himself, Action Jackson. Come on.
Oh,
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
I thought. So the original Apollo Creed.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought he died.
No.
I know he died in the film, but I thought he
character
died in real life
dead.
too.
No, he's alive and well.
Live and well, thank God.
Gotcha.
It's
I
been- it's been a-
thought he passed. I
it's
thought
been a
that
long
actor
day
passed
for
away.
everybody.
Yeah, but anyway,
Anyway.
I don't know what he's playing. It's kind of interesting that he's joining
Yeah.
the Star Wars universe. There,
He's the
it's not someone I'd think of.
Is it gonna be? Is
he's
it gonna
the
be his
third black
character?
guy.
No, I don't know. I don't know who he's gonna be.
Sorry, African American.
God damn it! See, that's that privilege coming out right
Black,
there.
bro. Black is the word. It's not African American. It's black
Okay.
or Black American.
Well, yes, because there's actually some black people who get offended when you call them African American because they're like, I've never been to Africa in my life. Why the fuck are you calling me African American?
Yeah, it's Black Americans.
Yes.
Cool.
So, yeah, I don't know what he's playing. It could be interesting. TV show, you know. Haven't seen him in anything big in a while. So, what's the last thing I remember seeing him? Freaking, was it like,
Happy Gilmore?
Yeah, I was gonna say Happy Gilmore.
Jesus.
No, he had something. There was something else I saw him in after. I just cannot fucking remember it.
We've only just.
What do they do? They go like knock on his house. Is like, are you Carl Weathers? Yeah. Would you like to be in a movie? And then to like 2 minutes.
No, I saw him in the street. They were like, Apollo. Yo.
Hey,
That's not my name,
hey,
bro.
it's all in the hips. It's all in the hips.
Well, this is something they didn't. No, never mind. That
Anyway.
messed up.
On to some news. The role of Cassandra Cain in Birds of Prey film has been filled by newcomer Ella J. Basco. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Ella.
Ella J.
Ella.
Like I said, she's
All right, because I'm not thinking straight. Cassandra Cain is
the second Batgirl.
Huh.
the second Batgirl.
The one with the full mask, like she doesn't even have the mouthpiece open, like she's
Oh,
she's the
yeah.
ninja one.
Yeah, she's the creepy one.
Yeah,
Dude, like
she's trained by assassins, so
So in the comics, yeah, she's kind of creepy.
Oh.
like I think she actually tries to kill Batman at some point or something.
Shit.
But yeah, it's interesting. She's like looks like she's 12. I can't really see her age here right now, but
That's pretty cool.
but yeah, she's supposed to be young anyway. Because
But she's so she's a newcomer, like
newcomer actress. Like she's done TV. Like it shows here, her credits are
Grey's Anatomy.
one episode of Grey's Anatomy, one episode of Happy Land.
Ooh, she's in Veep.
She was a short glimpse of heaven, Superior Donuts. She was in Veep for an episode.
yeah, she's new.
In Teachers for an episode. Yeah, from 2013 is when she started acting.
How old is she?
I don't know. Doesn't look very old.
Does it not say her age?
Let me see if full by. No, we don't get it in age on.
That's weird.
I want to say 13 to 15 range.
Oh, so she's young.
Yeah, super young.
Okay.
So as Rob has stopped looking up.
So we're gonna get
Justice
both
League.
Batgirls in there.
No, they haven't mentioned the other Batgirl. They haven't said Barbara Gordon.
Probably
There's
because we don't know who.
There's Harley Quinn, Huntress.
Who's playing Harley Quinn
Harley Quinn is Margot Robbie
in the show?
in the movie. Yeah.
Oh, no, never mind. I'm way off. Cause I'm like, I'm thinking the CW. I'm like, because we were speaking about Arrow and you mentioned Birds of Prey. I assume we were talking about.
Oh no, Birds of Prey is a
Birds of Prey
film.
show.
It's
It's like the film, like.
because they took two female group films that they were working on, because they were working on Birds of Prey and they were working on Gotham City Sirens, and they were just like, instead of doing two, why don't we just combine them into one and make a film?
Okay.
So you know, because Harley Quinn was supposed to be Gotham City Sirens, and then Birds of Prey was Black Canary, Huntress, Batgirl, and stuff, and they just.
Well, they're different people because Gotham City Sirens are like they're mostly villains.
I know that's why Harley Quinn's like the only villain in the team, I guess. Well, she's a hero now in the comics, which is just odd. But anyway, moving to our next one.
Yes.
The Avatar main cast has wrapped production on the first two sequels.
Wow.
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah. That's James Cameron literally just released in a tweet. He's like, we're done with the main cast. We still have some stunt work to do, but not with
The hell?
that cast.
Didn't
Yeah.
they start filming like 2 years ago?
No, last year they started filming.
Okay.
They're filming 4 sequels together.
I know, but
So they're just taking a break. With
how long is like main photography, like principal photography?
I think it was like 7-8 months, whatever. Because remember, they're doing it with all these rigging stuff, so they filmed
like
the
8 hours per like costume. And
So are we getting like a whole new cast?
No, a lot of the original cast is coming back, including people that died. So
Bro,
yeah. Sigourney
come on,
Weaver,
them ain't
Sigourney Weaver and Stephen Lang are both.
Stephen Lang.
Yes, he's coming back also. So
Guy who should have been Cable.
God, really should have honestly.
Really should have.
I mean, I have no problem with Josh Brolin.
Bro,
No,
ain't
yeah,
money.
yeah, but
that,
Stephen Lang.
that movie put some people out there.
Yeah, it did. Well, except for Sam Worthington. I remember we got him thrown into a bunch of shit because everybody thought he was like the next big thing. Yeah, no.
Yeah, not so much.
It's like he threw it to the wall, see if it sticks, and he just keeps sliding down. Like,
No. What's next?
but yeah, that's interesting. Film doesn't come out till 2020.
Wow.
Because effects and everything. So now they're going to be working on all
It's
that.
like that.
Effects, and you have to have 10 years between each film. So
Well, no, they're
Plus-
filming 4 sequels.
I'm just kidding. I
So
The
know.
technology hasn't come out. It's still been,
Well, he's
been
apparently-
passed down by the aliens.
Well, apparently he's fucking created even more new technology for this film.
Bro, I
So
swear to God, man, when the next movie
So
he makes, we're gonna be submerged in it. Like,
apparently
it's gonna be in the movie.
he has gone on record to say that he's trying to
speaking
make
of
this.
submerge, how much time do you think he's going to focus on the water?
It is supposed to be water. Yes. This one is supposed to take more. So you guys haven't been to the ride?
You know James Cameron.
Have you gone to the ride, the Avatar ride in
No.
Orlando? It's fantastic.
Is it?
Fucking awesome.
I've been to Orlando. Thank you.
Have you been on the ride though?
No.
You
Or
wanna
is this
go?
one, so irrelevant.
Go with you.
I have a place that's like a couple hours away from there. Let's go.
I wanna
So,
go
so you
with
got a place in Orlando, but you don't even.
No, I have a place a couple hours away from Orlando.
Okay.
I don't mind driving.
And you know when the father-in-law decides to go, it'll be my vacation.
So where's your honeymoon?
Still to be determined. But we're not talking about that.
Anyway.
Anyway.
And also, it's slow news week, so our final news, not fully final news, our last one is going to be special there, but our final main news story, Stranger Things Season 3 is wrap filming today. Officially.
This is the one that takes that jumps, right?
Yeah, it's a 2-year gap, I think.
Ooh.
Or is it a year? Might be a year or two. But the
well,
kids are
that's
getting
not that big
older.
of a jump.
Kids are getting older.
Well, they're just trying to match the kids' ages now, whereas like they're getting older, and it's like we can't explain why this guy sounds like a man and he's supposed to be like 13 years old. You know, they're gay guys.
I heard something
Let's
about
play some Dungeons and Dragons.
heard something about a March release date.
Could be. I mean, it's done filming now, so all they have like is effects work and stuff.
Well, I just gotta say,
Ugh.
I will be speaking about GOT when everybody else is speaking about that.
No, we'll talk about GOT.
I know it's
We'll
fine.
talk about
If
that.
this comes out in March, Game of Thrones starts in April.
Yeah.
That's a month, bro. That's a month to watch season 3 of
It's
Stranger
all
Things.
good. You come over, we'll split that that bottle I showed you.
Yes. Did you finally get it?
No, but I'm gonna call them tomorrow. I put my foot up their ass.
You are never getting that bottle.
Never getting that bottle.
For those of you who don't know, I got a special Johnny Walker, White Walker, specialty Game of Thrones bottle. Cost me a little bit of
Oh my
money.
God, I can just imagine you just caught it like, you know what, sir? We're just gonna give you the money back.
Yeah,
Wait,
it
I don't
was-
want my
it
money
was
back.
scam.
I want
No,
my bottle.
I want the fucking bottle. Now I want
I
two
don't want-
bottles.
I don't want the money. I
No,
want the
you
bottle.
have to use your. Okay, I don't want to get offensive on the microphone, but you have to use your inner voice. I'll leave it there.
He wants to say he wants you to use your white voice.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. I am really perturbed right now at the fact that you have not sent me my fancy bottle that I ordered.
I'm so like.
Yo, where you live, bro? Where you live?
Now you talk like that, you ain't never gonna get it. You're gonna get the cops showing up to your house. Is what you're gonna get. You talk like that.
I'm really excited for Stranger Things, though.
Yeah, I am too.
Fantastic show.
I'm kind of angry that 2 of my favorite shows took a year off. It's like
I took a year off.
yeah, it was last year is when
It doesn't feel. I don't know why, but like when Netflix doesn't drop something for like.
it's because they've dropped so much shit that it's like they're
doesn't feel
distracting you. They're distracting you by throwing so much shit at you.
Ooh, another show. Ooh, another show. Ooh, another
It's like
show.
just when you start thinking, it's like, damn, I haven't watched Stranger. Oh, what's this?
Oh yeah, you know what I haven't seen in a while? Mindhunter. I need to get into it.
I haven't seen.
Oh,
I have
yeah,
not
I
seen
know
one
what you're
episode.
talking
Yet.
about. I watched a couple
Season
episodes.
Season 2.
Yeah, I haven't seen one episode of Mindhunter yet.
It's not bad.
That probably. It sounds like I've read about it. and It sounds like something I'd like. Just haven't
Yeah,
got.
It's insane. It's an insane show.
I'm still trying to finish up the House of Haunted Hill, Castlevania. Then maybe I'll throw something. Maybe I can actually get into some of the Marvel shows again. I only got to Luke Cage episode 2 so far. So
All right.
okay, and our talking point for this week.
Moment of silence, please.
Moment of silence. People.
Yeah, so we'll get take
Not so long. 'cause
quick
I wanna listen.
moment of silence. Yeah, take a quick 10 seconds.
Okay.
All right. So if you're wondering why we've taken a moment of silence, then you have been oblivious to the news then this week.
You are living under a rock.
So this past Monday, as just before we recorded,
Legend.
yes,
Legend.
just before we recorded Always Gaming, we did a mini, kind of small tribute there because it was so like fresh at the moment. So we wanted to get the guys' takes on that show. But yes, the man, Stan the Man, as he was so frequently called, Stan the Man Lee had passed away at 95 years old this past Monday. One of those, basically, everything.
Did they know? Do we know why?
I haven't heard why yet, as of yet. Rob, you want to do some
Research?
hunting on that while we go?
I'll do some
stuff?
really quick research, see if we can, if they've even released anything
Yeah.
yet.
But guys, we do have some talking points
But yeah.
about the man.
Yeah, I just want to go over
Pneumonia.
His pneumonia.
That was quick.
Quick Google search.
Well, you know what they say is the older
Pneumonia
you get.
just means old.
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
No, because I actually have pneumonia right now. So.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Are
Like,
you
if you
gonna
die
die?
from
No. Slight pneumonia in my right lung, but I got all my medication, so I'm good.
George,
Well,
don't
what I'm
die.
saying, he's like 95.
'Cause if you haven't
that
if you-
means like he's old.
Yeah, no. Pneumonia is the kind of disease like if you're younger, it doesn't bother you so much other than you having a constant cough, whatever. But the older you are when you get it, the more more destructive it is. See,
Yeah.
like my wife was telling me, her dad, my father-in-law, had it a couple years ago. He's in his 50s, so it's not too much fucking older, but he had it and he fucking collapsed, like from it.
Really?
Yeah, so it's the older you get when you get this, it's very
It plays with your immune system.
But yeah, there's a lot you can say about Stan Lee, man. It's like this guy.
It's impressive.
It's- This guy was my childhood. When I really look back and think of it, he seriously was. Because I've been a comic book fan from this moment I could read.
Yeah.
First thing I wanted to see on a shelf was a comic book. Not obviously me being young, I don't realize who the actual guy behind this stuff is. That came much older. When I was much older sorry. That fucking pneumonia. But yeah, he's just a legend in anything.
Yeah.
He's been in video games. He's been in
Animated shows.
I remember watching Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends when I was
Yep.
young, and he'd always do like the intro to the shows. It's like, welcome, true believers, this week. It's fantastic. I love this voice too. He always has like this. Even to his dying breath, he had like this childlike excitement when he talked about these characters.
Absolutely.
And even like I've seen interviews where he's just talking about his fans. How he loved his fans. He's like,
Loved his fans.
He's like, I feel like I have to give it back to them as much as they give it to me. You know.
What they did for him.
Yeah. So it's like it's like they gave everything, so I have to give it back. Every autograph, he would rarely turn down autographs for people. He's always there.
Yep.
Too bad he had some scumbags around him the past couple
Yeah.
years of his life. That were taking advantage of.
Yep.
All that.
Including somebody very dear to him.
I remember it was probably back in like 2005 when I first heard that they were going to be doing a live action Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
And that's when this all started for me. And just the fact that he created this character and
Which was like on a bet, I believe. It was like
Really? I didn't hear that.
It was supposed to be like you cannot create someone who's so unlikable that people will still end up liking him. And what does Stan do? He created Iron Man. He was like, I'm gonna create this douchebag, and you're gonna love every second of him.
but yeah, that's my favorite.
Of course,
Stan Lee movie.
Robert Downey Jr. took that to a whole nother level.
And then that's where it kicked off for me.
Yeah. I mean, I think we wouldn't have the freaking blockbuster films we have now without his creations. Because most of them are. Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Guardians is not his creation.
A couple of characters in the universe that are.
Yeah, like some of the older characters that aren't even in the actual that version of the team that they use for the films. Because this is actually the second Guardians team that they use in the films. The first one, some whole futuristic team I'm not going to get into. But like he has the X-Men, which was pretty much like an allegory for like racism at the time. Because you couldn't put black characters out there in like 60s and stuff. So it's like, what can we do? It's like, I'm going to give these people born with different abilities and everybody's going to hate them for it and fear them. So it's different. We're gonna go over some quick points here.
Okay.
Like I want to see what everybody's favorite memory of Stan Lee is. Could be anything, appearance, show.
I also like that.
I know
promo.
that. I don't know if this. It's pretty cool, but I know that DC gave Stan Lee kind of like a free reign
Yeah, he
a
had
couple.
he had like a whole little arc thing where he'd do an issue of retelling the origins of their
yeah.
major heroes
And one of them
in his way.
because the Flash was one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
I think he wrote the Elseworld.
Yeah, they were all like Elseworld titles.
Yeah, like but then like
because I know he did one for Flash, Batman. I think he did Superman
yeah,
too. Or
and
Green
I really
Lantern.
like the Flash version of
Yeah.
Stan Lee. I thought it was pretty cool. What he did, so that was pretty awesome.
I mean, there's a rumor now from his daughter that saying that she created a hero with him, and Marvel might actually pick that hero up.
Well,
It's gonna be like his final
that's crap.
one thrown out there.
That's definitely crap.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway.
I'm sorry. Well, I hope not.
No, it seems to be legit.
We'll see.
So yeah, Rob, like you were saying, it's,
That promo.
oh yeah, the promo
The
we
promo
watched.
for the Defenders. That's another one of my favorite memories for
Yes.
Stan Lee.
If
If you have not seen it, check it out. It's very inspirational.
yes, I'll play a little bit of it.
It
here.
gives you just like a little bit of insight into the mind of Stan Lee.
Friday and Cyber Monday are almost here. Skip the line.
Goddamn ads.
Yeah, I know.
Check this out, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Heroes show us we don't need to be perfect to do what's right. It's not about living without fear, but facing injustice. It's not about being powerful, but finding your calling when you least expect it. They show us it's okay to be vulnerable, no matter how tough you are. Because even though they're heroes, they're still human.
Discover the greatest stories ever told. Only on Netflix. Looks like I got here just in time.
So, yeah.
Man, I'm gonna miss that
There'll
old
never
man.
be another.
Yeah, well, he just sold Iron Fist to me, so. Okay, so my favorite memories have to be those old, like I said, amazing Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends. Just because that's what I grew up with. That's my first introduction to Stan Lee was those animations. Obviously, I have much more to go through, but let's go on what he's been known for lately. his cameos.
There's so many.
There is a ton. Oh, actually,
I definitely like the
Welcome to
Check out the 11-minute video right here.
of all
no,
of
we're
them.
not gonna we're not gonna go sit through everything. We're just gonna have it playing in the background here.
Yeah, to see
But yeah, that actually is my favorite Stan Lee cameo.
The what?
The
Which
Thor Ragnarok.
that Ragnarok? Oh yeah, when he was fucking the
When
barber.
When he's the barber, he's cutting Thor's hair.
that was funny.
He's like,
about
don't
I like
move
the,
too much.
yeah. One funny one, I think it's when he's in the Guardians of the Galaxy, he's drinking.
Oh yeah. It's also the one that when he's like the Watcher in it.
Yep.
He's one of the Watchers.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
I think that's funny.
I also like the original Thor when they're trying to move Mjolnir. He's in the pickup trying to move it.
he's in the.
Did I get it?
Damn, he was making cameos back in '89.
Jesus
The
Christ.
Trial of the Incredible Hulk, one of his first cameos.
Oh wow.
That's a young Stan Lee back then. Yep, there he is. Even
in an animated show.
He was everywhere, bro. You couldn't get rid of him.
Man, that show was legendary, bro.
He was the godfather of Marvel.
Yep.
There's no way Marvel Comics would not be around if it wasn't for Stan Lee.
Nope.
He created all the big heroes, except for Captain America. Like the only one he didn't create. I can hear the cats running around.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
This is funny.
How is he even holding there?
He was 95, bro. He was 90. He was. That's 1995, and he was 95 when he died. So he put it together.
23 years early.
So he's still pretty old there. He's
still in his 70s.
He looks pretty good though for a 70-year-old there. Yes, Kevin Smith was a major lover of Stan Lee. Like,
You can fall Festival of Mallrats.
X-Men. Okay, we're not gonna go through this whole video because we could sit here fucking going through it.
But definitely, audience, check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, tons of cameos.
Tons of cameos. Lots of good stuff.
All right, one last thing here. We're gonna go.
You didn't tell us cameo?
Cameo of. I don't know. He's so many. It's
You
very.
gotta,
I mean,
you gotta pick one.
I tend to agree with you with the barber because that was just fucking hilarious with the. Fuck, excuse me.
The library one.
Oh yes, the library one from Spider-Man.
The library one. That is hilarious.
No, not wasn't Homecoming. It was Amazing Spider-Man.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh.
You know, they're fighting behind him, and he's just.
Yeah.
He's good as headphones. That is probably one of the best cameos. Good one, Urban.
Yes.
Good one, Urban. Glad you woke up for that one.
Yes.
And our last one we're going to go over is what's your favorite character or story that you've heard? It doesn't have to be like a story arc. It could just be like a story you heard of him.
Is there any real debate here? Like Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, but there was a character. I know he's a small character that he like had a big role in it. I can't remember.
Right, character-wise, it's actually X-Men for me, just because I've always loved the X-Men. That's actually what got me mostly, like, really into comics. Was
Did he
X-Men.
build the whole X-Men or
The original X-Men.
So, like any other
Wolverine,
No,
Cyclops?
Wolverine was Len Wiseman. And he was
Jean?
he created Cyclops, Jean Grey, Iceman, Beast, Professor X.
Okay, never mind.
An Angel.
I was gonna say
Magneto. You know that initial.
He did not create my favorite X-Men.
Which one? Who was that?
Havoc.
Oh no. Havoc came.
Havoc came after.
Havoc came in the giant size X-Men. That's when they kind of rebooted the X-Men. One last attempt to get them to become popular because nobody was reading them in the beginning. That's where Wolverine was introduced to the X-Men. But that's not Wolverine's first appearance. That was Incredible
My
Hulk.
favorite Marvel character is Nightcrawler in the animated series that the one there in high school. I don't know what that animated series. The X-Men Next Gen.
That Evolution or something like that.
Evolution.
Evolution. Yes. He was amazing in that show.
Not a Stan Lee character. Another giant size X-Men.
But he was my favorite character.
Okay, we were talking about.
We're talking about Stan Lee.
We're talking about Stan Lee, bro.
But come on, Spider-Man has to be number one.
Okay, yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's obviously one of them. I mean, because he also created Fantastic Four. You know, fucking Iron Man. Like you were saying, I don't know where this guy had the time to constantly be writing all these things.
Jesus Christ.
And half of them he'd make up on the spot. Like you hear stories of him and Jack Kirby where he just tell Jack Kirby an idea, draw it up. It's like, you mean this? Yep. Those two together were fucking. It's sad that at those times the artists didn't get as much credit to creating characters as the writers did most of the time.
Really? I would figure it would be the opposite.
Well, you see the thing with Bob Kane and Bill Finger now. Like now, Bill Finger's actually getting credit for creating Batman, but for years it was like Bob Kane. But now it's like Bill Finger's actually getting credit. Because he's like, when you look at Bob Kane's initial design, looks nothing like Batman that we know today. It was Bill Finger who designed Batman that we know. So it's like he never got credit for that. So it's like, and he's also one of the ones he created the Joker also. So it's like Bob Kane was taking credit for all these fucking
credit
guys.
and money.
Yeah, money. He had it in his contract too that you're not going to take this away from me.
Who? Bob Kane?
Yeah. So Bob Kane was more of a scumbag from the things, from the looks of things. Yeah.
But anyway, back to Stan Lee.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yes, but Stan Lee was never that evil guy. Like he actually didn't mind sharing credit. He'd often tell people. I mean, yeah, they had their fights, him and Kirby, but I know Kirby just got out the game completely, where he was just like, I don't want anything to do with this shit anymore.
I am Groot.
Yes, I wanna end that on. Let me see.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
It means so many things.
Yes.
I am Groot.
I'll just end it on this little art piece from Boss Logic, who I follow. Throwing most of Stanley's characters. He knows
Who's the one in the middle?
Who's who in the middle?
The guy over his castle.
That's Tom Holland, Spider-Man.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I love the casket.
Wow.
Excelsior.
Yeah. You see the young Stanley over here in ghost form and astral plane form talking to Doctor Strange. So yeah, this guy's fucking talented. I don't know.
That's awesome.
Because he has Logan sitting inside over here, Deadpool behind a tree, Ant-Man and Wasp in the picture, Black Panther. Stan Lee also created Black Panther. It's very progressive for... Sounds like you have Punisher, Juggernaut. I don't know.
Kingpin.
Yeah, I don't know who this dude is over here in the shadows. Loki, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Doom, Thanos. Just
It's a nice pick.
yeah,
It's a
Nice fan art.
yeah. It's fan art trilogy. He always does like these pieces like this sort of stuff. So that's his. He knows people are trying to, because people are just assholes. They're like, Stan didn't create all those characters. He's like, I know. I was just kind of making a general,
Yeah.
picture of
Some people, Jesus.
kind of. Some people can't
Always
like
be
it.
nitpicking at boss stuff.
But yes, I guess we'll end it on this sad, depressing note.
I am Groot.
Yes, you are. You always be Groot to me. That wraps up today's episode. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, you can reach us at neverreadystudios@gmail.com. Once again, that is neverreadystudios@gmail.com. You could also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Never Ready Podcast, spelled NVRDY Podcast. Once again, that is NVRDY Podcast. If you enjoy our content, please leave us a rating and feedback and subscribe, which would definitely help us out. And don't forget to share with your friends. Peace out, people.